Welcome everyone to this July edition of Viberent New Functions. We are happy to showcase some of the new functions that we have implemented in the last few months. There are a lot more exciting things coming along. We'll share these towards the end of the session. So in terms of overnight payment refresh, this is enabled in your company configuration screen. At the bottom of your company configuration, there is a tick box that allows you to tick on enable automated overnight payment, and that then triggers automatic refresh of payments reconciled in your accounting system like Xero or MYOB. The next one is quote introduction template for property styling businesses. So like I explained before, for property styling businesses, they have introductory text. So in your settings agreement terms screen, you can select this agreement type and select quote PDF introduction. And that include there you can include some brief text like this. Thank you for inviting Viberent Staging, or whatever it is, you can include that in here. Okay, and also when you are preparing a quote, and then when you email a quote or a print a quote, then the system will, then you can select this template called advanced property styling, and then simply click print. And that will include the introductory text that you set up in your agreement terms screen. Okay. Okay, swap rental items, including serial number or entire item. So in typical machinery rental or equipment rental, it's quite common, for various reasons, for breakdowns or other reasons, you may wish to swap rental items. Previously, Viberent used to provide functionality to swap serial number item. For example, if you have a machine with a particular serial number that needs servicing and you want to supply another similar machine, therefore a different serial number, you just had to go to swap rental item screen and swap the serial, use the swap function to swap serial items. In Viberent, you can simply swap it through this swap rental items functionality. So here we have two items. One is a bulk item and one is a serial number item. Now what we can do is we can go to item swap, which is basically your transaction swap rental items screen. Now here I'm going to replace this deck chair with something else. Okay, I edit the line and I select, say, with striped blanket box or something. Okay, and I can simply save that and I can swap select it. Okay, selected items have been swapped, and I can open up this rental once more. And now that particular item has been swapped to a new item, the striped blanket box. So you can now swap rental items in addition to swapping serial numbers. Okay, 28 days rolling rentals for long term. Previously in Viberent, you used to have month end, monthly subscribed, and weekly subscribed as your long-term rental processing. Now, in Viberent, you can now have 28-day rolling invoicing. A lot of our customers starting to do that because with 28-day rolling invoicing for long-term, after a few months, they get extra week of rental payment from customers. So, so they require this functionality. So what we have in Viberent is under long-term rental type, you can select 28 days and you can simply apply 28 days. I can also say, okay, with the 28 days as well, you can have bulk update for no end date. So you can simply tick these on and that'll be created as a rolling 28-day rental. And when you save that, your invoice history will be populated with future invoices for the next few years. So here we have from 4/7 to 31, 1 to 28, and so on. So basically your future invoices are created based on a 28-day rolling rental. Okay, quote acceptance image. Instead of plain text, you can now include an image. We go back to Viberent. Now, in your company configuration screen, previously we used to have just this message, online quote acceptance message, where you can include a piece of text that will be shown when a quote is accepted. But now, instead of that, you can also have an image. You can upload an image and you can have a message like this: thank you for your business. Whatever it is, you can create a simple image and you can upload it. And so what happens is, say, when you open a quote and then you email a quote to customer, I'm just going to simulate this. So I can open the quote and quote acceptance in a tab. I can put my signature in and I can accept the quote. And your customer will be shown a screen like this rather than simple plain text. Okay, show address instead of customer name on calendar. We have again customers in the events industry, property styling, home staging, in other industries that really wanted to see the address on the calendar rather than the customer name. So we have introduced that functionality within Viberent. So in your company configuration screen, all you need to do is untick show customer name and tick on show delivery address in calendar. Okay, and so on the calendar, all your entries will be shown with the address details rather than customer name. So you can have, like, the actual delivery address rather than the customer name showing on the screen. Okay, do not show discount on quote acceptance. So we have a lot of customers um, that provide a simple, $100 or $150 discount or small discounts um, to round off the quote to, a figure. So, but they don't want to show the discount value on the quote acceptance, otherwise they get questioned on things like that. So we have introduced functionality to accommodate this in Viberent. So again, in your company configuration screen, at the bottom, you have something called hide discount value on quote acceptance screen. So we can create a simple quote. So here we have $100 discount on this quote. And now if we go into email the quote and go to quote acceptance screen, I'm sorry, I needed to save this company configuration. So let me go into company configuration. Hide discount value on quote acceptance screen. And then I will log out and log back in. And I'll go to the quote screen. I have this discount value here. And I go to email, select the quote. I'll just pretend that I'm accepting this quote. That discount value is not shown here anymore. If rentals are paid, show status in calendar. These are some small improvements that have delivered huge benefits for a lot of our customers. So on the transaction calendar, if you click the Viberent logo, it shows the calendar on screen. And then you will notice that there is something called P here, says indicates quote rentals as paid. So you can see that we have few rentals. It's got indicator of P on it, which means the rental has been invoiced and paid. A lot of our customers have told us that just this simple improvement has saved them a lot of effort in trying to find out which rentals have been paid or not paid. So yeah, we're happy to introduce that. Okay, quote status color when searching. Again, a lot of our customers have indicated to us that when they previously used to open the quote search functionality, only when they opened a quote that they would see whether a quote has been confirmed or whether it's been converted to a rental and things like that. So as you know, in Viberent, on the calendar, any entry in blue is a rental, any entry in green is a confirmed quote. So we have uh, applied the same methodology here. So when you go to a quote search screen, anything without a color, just black, plain black, is a tentative quote. Any entry with a green means it's a confirmed quotation. And anything in blue is basically quotes that have been confirmed and converted to an active rental. So again, this color coding has helped a lot of our customers so they can see at a glance which quotes are outstanding, which quotes have been confirmed, and which ones can no longer be worked on because they have been converted into a quote. And now converted into an active rental. Now, if you try to open a converted quote to a rental, if you try to open this, um, you can still open this, but you won't be able to save or do anything. Okay, bulk update, no end date. What we mean by this is with your long-term rentals, you can simply open the rentals and you can set them up to be long-term with no end date at the click of a button. Imagine if you had, say, 20, 30 lines. Previously, when you select month end and you needed to click on no end date for each line, you had to edit each line and then set the no end date. But now we have simply provided a bulk update for no end date. You can simply tick it on and that will apply no end date for all your line items. Saves again a lot of time and effort. Then you had to process number of rentals during the day. Show lines with quantity shortfall. Okay, as you know, in the last few months, we have enabled negative quantity processing, especially in event furniture rental and property styling, where the jobs are in the future. You don't want to miss the customer opportunity, so therefore you can prepare quotes with quantity shortfall that you don't have sufficient quantity right now. But then as the event date gets nearer, you can go and get new items and replenish your stock and things like that. But you don't want to miss the customer opportunity just because you didn't have sufficient stock when you prepare a quote for the rental. So for this purpose, we have introduced this functionality. When you prepare a rental, if you there is insufficient stock, the system highlights in a different color, so you know that you have to do something about it. So let's open up a simple rental. So let me create a simple quote. Let me create for our Davidson rentals. And so I'm going to select some chairs. So let me say how many of these black plastic chair we have. We have 50 available, but now the customer needs 55 of those for 3 days in Sydney, and then we're gonna rent it out at $10 per chair. Okay. Now, this is allowed because in our company configuration, we have enabled negative quantity processing. Enable negative quantity processing, and that's why the system allows that quantity to go negative. Okay, and so we're gonna save this particular quote. I'm gonna change the status to confirm, and then we're going to convert to a rental. The system asks, do you wanna allow availability to go negative? You click yes. It tells you please use effective date and screen. So I'm going to click yes. And so it shows any shortfall item in a different color. And you can simply save it. But then when you open the rental again, the system will show you, okay, you have items with quantity shortfall. So you can identify which items are like that. Say, for example, I can add another chair. I need 50 of those. And I save that. So when I open the rental again, I can see this item, we have sufficient stock, whereas this particular item, because it's in a different purple color, we know that it's got shortfall in there. Total of active and inactive items in inventory management. Okay, when you open your serial number items in Viberent, and if you mark some of those items as serial numbers as inactive, because as and when you start renting them out, depending on the age, condition, and things like that, you may need to retire certain items, or they may have been sold to customers. Then you mark those items as serial numbers as inactive. So once you start marking those, you need to find out how many of these are active or inactive. So in your stock detail screen, we have this active serial numbers 14 and inactive 1. So if you start making other items inactive, so you can simply say this is no longer active, or it is already inactive. And if you want to make another item, you can make it inactive as well. And so we have active 13 and inactive 2. Okay, drill down to see items used in quotes and rentals. So again, this has been a feature really appreciated by a lot of our customers that was introduced in the last month or so. So when you go to a stock view screen, you can select the items, and where you have limited quantity, or you have, for example, this Joe's compressor, we have two and then we have one. When I click on one, it tells me that it is used in this particular confirmed quote. Okay, and I have none available three, but I know I have quite a few of these small scissor lift, but I have none available. So if I want to see who has got it, the system comes back and tells me that these are the customers that are holding on to this small scissor lift. So I can clearly see who has got what. We have introduced a pick functionality in Viberent. So again, for events, businesses, home staging, portable toilets, and other kind of businesses, they need to pick items from the warehouse and load it onto the truck and things like that. So, so they wanted this functionality. So this has been provided within Viberent as well. So let me go to the screen. So firstly, you need to enable in your company configuration screen that you use Pixlip at the bottom. So just simply tick it on and save. And once you tick it on, then in your rentals, you can simply tick on this pick, deliver, and return function. And then you can do a bulk pick. Either you can do a bulk pick straight away from here, or you can also use the pick module on your mobile app. Let me quickly show you that one as well. I'll stop sharing my mobile screen. Hopefully you can see my mobile screen. In my mobile app, we have this pick slip functionality on top. And now I can search for a customer and open the job. And when I open the job, I can see all the details in here. Reload the app. Let me sign in. Apologies for this. Let me quickly. Eight 9786 3043. Okay, let me open up my mobile app once more. So I can go to the pick module and I can search for Alan's job. So when I go to Alan's job, I can see the details. So I have these items to pick. So I can specify, okay, I have 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom, so I'm picking up, and I can, yeah, I picked up one, and I picked up one. And also with some of the items, say for example, you have 6 dining chairs, but you want to only pick 4, so you can simply select 4, and therefore it tells you what the balance quantity is. So, but once I pick 6, it automatically takes it on saying I have picked all of those. Obviously, you can verify by clicking the photo icon, image icon, and see whether you got the right item or not. So this is how the pick module works in Viberent as well. Okay, and same thing. So you can get the driver to sign, and you can specify who has picked it. You can say Fred picked it, and you can save the details. And this will be reflected on your Viberent screen. Right, I'll stop sharing my screen, and I'll go back to my main screen. Okay, coming back to my screen. So this is the, instead of picking items, we can bulk pick all items, and we've shown the mobile app as well. And that brings us to the end of this session. So hopefully I have um, completed the description of this new functionality. We are also working on some exciting functionality, such as um, enabling customers to place orders online from your web stores and things like that. And also we are working on GPS tracking and other things that we have will be rolling out in the next few weeks and months. So we'll keep you informed of all of these. Okay, I'm happy to answer any questions at this stage. Please, if you have any questions, please use the chat box on your Zoom window. I'll be only happy to answer your questions. We welcome any comments, feedback. Yes, we can get the recording sent to you. Okay, another question I have, I don't see Pixlip on my mobile app. How do I get that? Okay, so basically, like I showed you before, in your company configuration screen, you need to tick on this I use Pixlip. Then once you tick it on and save it, the next time you open the mobile app, you will see the Pixlip module there. Any other question? Yes, we'll definitely send the recording to everybody. Excellent. If there are no more questions, we'll share the recording with everyone. So thanks everyone for your participation today. Really appreciate it. We'll keep on sharing all these new functions over the next few weeks and months through our newsletters and regular webinars like this. Thank you, everyone. Hope you all have a pleasant day. Cheers. Bye for now.